Since it's raining today, let's go do some cooking.
We have been glad to have access to a kitchen and bathroom while we have been away from the bus, but that still doesn't stop the sooking every time we have to go back up and down those stairs because we forgot something in one of the kitchens. Today, I'm going to share some of my favourite recipes with you and make fun of just how many times I go back and forth between our kitchen downstairs and the one upstairs. I love saving my onion scraps to use later in broths, and at the moment we're trying to go through the last of our frozen pig bones as we're trying to downsize the chest freezer and put it into storage. I don't know how this keeps happening. I intend to make 1, maybe 2 dishes and end up juggling so many. I hate food going to waste, so when I noticed my pumpkin looking a bit sad, I knew I had to turn it into a soup. Although this year I don't get a garden harvest, I still have plenty of 2023's harvest, like these dried beans that I have rehydrated. So far I have told you what's in one of the pots, but I haven't told you what's in the other 2. I'm boiling some homegrown potatoes and eggs for Olivier, a Russian potato salad, and the pot I'm currently adding ingredients to is going to be a vegetarian curry. Sam tends to make the meat-based curries while I love making the vegetables the stars in mine. Okay, so normally I wouldn't add this many bay leaves to everything, but about 6 months ago I accidentally ordered a kilogram of bay leaves. Yep, those dried leaves that practically weigh nothing, and needless to say, I have a lot to use up. Can I just point out how much I love having my spices in a drawer with the tops labelled? I'm surprised that not more people do this. It's a serious game changer for quickly finding herbs and being able to have big bulk jars of them.
I have also just added some nuts and some pumpkin in now so that I can get those to a nice soft point. You may have also noticed that I was boiling some potatoes and eggs. They are now soft, so I'm going to take them off and let them rest until they're cold.
Okay, now moving away from the stove, look away if you're squeamish as I'm about to do something that might be considered a bit odd, but hear me out. This recipe I'm about to share with you will soon be one of your favourites like it is mine. But in order to make the magic happen, first the hard work of carefully taking the skin off with as few holes as possible is necessary. For anyone like us that likes to butcher your own chickens and break them apart for cooking, you might not always use the chicken skin. Ours never goes to waste, it'll often end up like chicken fat and crackling bits, but this method of cooking it that I'll show you today is absolutely divine. I won't bore you through breaking apart a chook, as we've shared it not only on our YouTube channel but also on our Patreon, so if that's something you want to learn from, you can go check it out there. So let's just get to the good stuff. Oh right, but before we can do that, once again, let's get some steps in. Yep, rain or shine, we gotta walk down. I guess at least the dogs get their exercise this way. Alright, now what I'm about to do, I bet most of you have never seen before, and if some of you have, let me know. But this is a really great way to use chicken skinner, especially if you don't tend to eat it on your food. And it's a bit of a Frankenstein chicken is what I would call it, but in Russia we call it shaker. Now you saw me before, and I'm sorry if I horrified you, but you would have seen me take the skin off the chicken, and now what I'm going to do is sew up the holes, all except one, and then stuff it. Using a dark coloured cotton thread is best, as you'll want to see it easily once the chook is cooked, so you can take it out. Alright, now that it is all in one piece, we can stuff it. I'm just going to do the other one first, and then I'll show you. They look like little kids' clothes. The stuffing is semolina, eggs, salt, fried onion, and some water. Let it sit a moment and the semolina will become thicker. If you've added too much water and you're concerned, you can always let it wait and then add a bit more semolina if it hasn't thickened enough yet. I can't remember if I already mentioned it, but when sewing the chicken, leave one hole unsewn so that you can stuff it, and then sew it up when you're done. Once filled, I sew the holes shut, then get myself a nice hot pan to sear, then stew the Frankenstein chicken. Kind of looks like a giant squashed frog. I ended up frying the other one and then deglazing the pan with some water before transferring it all into a pot of water. Boil the chickens until the wings are cooked and then slice and enjoy as is, or fry either side for a bit of extra Maillard deliciousness. Olivier truly holds a special place in my heart for many reasons, but what made me fall in love with it even more was at the peak of our homesteading days, I was able to make it completely from ingredients grown on our land. including home-smoked bacon, pickles, mayo, and of course the potatoes and eggs. I think the peas were the only thing that I had to bring in from the supermarket, and any recipe that is completely from the homestead or just about is a big win for me. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Let me know what you have cooking in your own homestead and if you enjoy watching these videos, because I would love to share more of our favourite recipes with you. See you all next time.